I see they're making it fun
Carry
and competitive. Carry Tide, I believe so, yeah. This could be the Solar Crest Dezo with Morbid Mask build.
You can even see top 12-7 versus a 5-0 Tide. They picked Tide into Brood, knowing what to expect, and it's just not worked out for them. Was Troll banned? I feel like it must have been, because otherwise that...
Yeah, I have to imagine. Kaka loop around here from Kuro, disruption into a gush, does a lot of damage, and there it is, first blood for ILTW.
With the water runes especially, Ember can consistently spam spells, Flame Guard pretty much off cooldown. And top lane JT doing work that put at level 6. Once he gets that up, suddenly this lane gets very tough, and Miracle?
They just keep on roaming into this mid lane. They are not leaving Miracle alone. Early Orb of Corrosion, so max focus on laning harassment here. Gonna make Kuro's job that much harder. GH going for the double stacks. Both supports gonna be stacking up the jungle quite heavily. They do know about that on the left-hand side due to the Observer Ward. And they've got another one in the triangle as well. Fly is going to be caught by this Cursed Crown without a time walk away. He's got 15 charges of one, but it's soaked up by Kaka. That is just good or bad luck, depending on whose side you're looking at it there. Kaka, the one inside the brambles instead of Fly. They really wanted the kill on that support, or the core rather, instead of the support.
It's like you can see, they're damn good Dota players.
Yeah.
There is a lot of quick-paced thinking. The kills make sense. Spells being utilized, blocked, negated.
Is he going to get that kill? Dark Willow, they're also going to be rotating on to ILTW here. They kill him, and they can get level 6 for JT. They can start taking this tower bit by bit. GH.
As then Mind Control's free to backlane bottom, push waves, a slow pace. IG, it's all in now. You've got Spider Army just continuing to grow. Emo is so strong, and look at it, more aggression.
They just keep on going for Miracle. They're going to make sure this Templar Assassin, the only way back into this game is going to be off of those stacks. They kill him time and time again inside the lane. The meld is only going to last so long. Eventually, the damage over time kicks in, and Kaka actually survives through that one. Was that a miss? GH, he's going to pay for it too. 2 kills for the side of IG as the rotations come in hot and heavy into the mid lane. Fly, he's okay.
Last series, we saw TA just skyrocketing to the top of the net worth chart. This is not ideal for Miracle, and the trouble you have is Darkseer Tide. Good team players, but they don't really offer much in terms of actual pick-off, actual playmaking.
Yeah, there you go. See the Tidehunter? He showed up. Oh, Chronosphere got to be used here to be able to kill Mind Control. As long as he gets a bash anywhere along here, should be pretty easy. Cold Feet is actually going to root him down. And you'd see Tide, once he went away from that mid tower, but yeah, the sooner he kills that tower, the sooner he can start taking over the jungle. And maybe even take some of those stacks that are made for the Templar Assassin, which he's currently trying to farm right now. But as you said, if he goes into the jungle, IG is sure to follow. And Emo, he's going to be the one leading the charge here, as he does have a remnant behind him. So even if this gets a little bit hairy, you can always jump away.
I love the build too. The urn to even tick out.
Now Kaka, he had a delayed response to this one. He didn't immediately rush in for Emo. He waits till an opportunity to be able to jump in, finds a kill into the Dark Willow, and maybe even Miracle as well. The Ravage is going to be forced to use, but it only hits the Kaka as he managed to jump out just in time on the Ember Spirit. And JT, he really wants this kill, and he's going to be able to slow down Kuro. The traps come down, but it's not going to bring, it's not going to save Kuro here, as he should just get run down, turned into spiders, cannibalized, and now JT asserts his dominance over this jungle.
That was just pure knowing your limits.
Yep.
Full aggression, gets a kill, baits, he sees the Ravage, immediately jukes it. The Remnant placed in there perfectly to get outside the radius and also keep him close enough for the fight to continue. And again, on to Miracle. Hello.
Miracle is having a rough time with Emo. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Emo drop a little bit of question marks at this one, as he is having a fantastic game. 5-0-4. He is single-handedly destroying Nigma.
Look, you can't even hide behind your tier 3s. If web charges are up, you're just going to get ran at. You need allies to assist you. And like you said, Tidehunter, yeah, is it a counter to Brood in theory? But only if he's around you. Like, you can't actually charge the Brood. You can't stop him. All you have to do if you're JT is say, oh, LTW, okay, I'll go somewhere else. No worries. You take this spot.
Yeah, surviving in lane is not good enough. You need to be able to stop him from taking your tower. Fly, chasing after mind control just needs a little bit more damage for the Ice Blast to put it over the top. Meanwhile, the cold feet on this Dark Willow allowed Kaka to be able to get away, gets off the Terrorize, but now he gets impaled for the finisher. Kaka, time and time again, so patient. An early eggs for the Brood Mother.
Yep.
I think just because he's taken so much real estate that he wants to be able to start asserting control over the triangle as well, right? And that could actually lead to Templar Assassin, who's already having a hard one, make it that much rougher for him to be able to come back. Miracle, how many deaths is he at now? It's got to be like, what, 4 or 5?
They get a follow-up on Fly, though he did not have Chronosphere to defend himself, or maybe he would have been able to at least save his own life. But I thought they were going to advance, like with so much to play for. I have a lot of faith in, you just look at the names, and individually, I still think even watching this game, the skill is there.
Yes, absolutely.
Mind Control, Miracle, like ILTW, these are some of the best corpus players on the floor.
Oh, there goes the Ravage, but at the same time, they didn't have Miracle to pump out the damage during that period of time. So it means they're just going to collect the 2 supports, but the big bounty of Emo did slip through their fingers, and he's actually been back here.
Where's the stun? That's the thing.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily using spells. Now a third one placed on the bottom triangle. They have a triumvirate of wards now controlling these Nigma heroes. They're not necessarily going for kills, but you can see they're poking, they're prodding, they're farming extra creep waves, stealing enemy ancients, and now they're in.
And now they're going to go for the bounce. They've already jumped the Templar Assassin. They try and get him out with a surge, but he's controlled off of the Suns. Ice Blast is sure to put him into the grave, but at the same time, he got a meltdown off that was critical for being able to bring down Fly. Emo keeping it going, though, and he is the real terror in this server. He continues to assert total control over this game.
They want Emo. Look at Super looking to break the smoke.
Oh, God.
Oh, the vision is so hard.
Super's going to run into him. Super's going to be the one breaking the smoke here. They're going to have to take this kill. It's not what they wanted, but it's what they're going to get.
That's a good death right there.
Top lane.
Wait, whoa, what?
They've been chipping away at that tower for a bit. Okay.
All right. I was going to say, when Emo was running into that bottom jungle, his 2 allies were just farming and ignoring him. That's why that...
Oh, they pulled him back in. Oh, he got away!
With a regen rune, Cap.
With the regen rune, and now JT's like, oh, you guys have used a lot of spells, haven't you? It's time for the spiders to do their work. The Shadow Demon's going to be the first of all, the Chronosphere onto 2, and here comes good old Emo. He's ready to go. He's taking out the Dark Willow, going to jump in right on top of ILTW, focusing on Miracle, so that's the hero that he can deal with pretty quickly. ILTW stands alone now, like our bristleback from the series before. All tank, not much damage. He'll just slowly get burnt out. A total wipe, Kyle.
And in a way that you love to see, right? It's the measured aggression. It's not like he's just out farming. I don't think I've seen him hit a creep camp on his own side of the map since 4 minutes into the game. 8-0-10.
8-0-10. A huge performance by him, but at the same time, I was literally going to say, if they can kill him, it's a huge streak to claim and rotate over, and sadly, it's just not in the cards for them, especially given the lack of total map control. So, this is going to be a Aegis for them.
BKB timings, in theory, can be very effective, but also risky, right? Because if you don't get the BKB off, suddenly it's neutered, maybe the duration goes low. And
it's a worthless item at that point, right? You got 100 to 0'd.
Whereas the tankiness style, especially with a Scotty, in theory, you can just stick to the Tide, stick to the Darkseer TA, and that's
there it is again. Vacuum back into the Brambles, and unfortunately the Ghost Scepter only amplifying the damage of the Ion Shell. Yule Scepter, no Brambles available, and nice Chronosphere. Setting up on a 3, 2-man Ice Blast on top of that. So 2 supports, they're definitely dead. And Mind Control, he's gonna follow them right into the base. Oh, catch him, catch him. Oh, didn't have chains up. That's
the reason that's working, by the way, if you checked out top, they need to make it out of the wild card. They don't want to have to play the TI finals just to make it to TI 10.
Was that speaking of relics, and then you were talking about old Nigma, old TI 7 champs?
Hey, Curl's got a streak that any fan would be envious of.
Oh, yeah.
2 players at every TI thus far.
Yeah, I mean...
You want to keep that going.
Grand finalist, I think he has the most grand finals appearances of any player. I mean, just truly incredible career from him. Aeon Disc going to be able to save mind control from a finger there. BKB almost going to be popped immediately. Fly. He got a nice 2-man Chronosphere, but it gets terrorized outside of the pit. Mind control eventually dies. That is most of the BKB from Emo. He's going to use the last bit of it to be able to claim the kill to Shadow Demon before he jumps away. Lion, Kaka in trouble as GH is going to go for it with the Bedlam once again. The Force Staff coming out from Super, getting him away from that Bedlam. GH is still able to find the kill, but he's going to be cold feet, rooted down.
They got a
but Super getting one shot, double damage, 1300 damage crit.
Spider problems.
They do have spider problems. They've taken the top lane of Barracks, and they're going to go for mid now. And at this point, IG, they're just playing to keep Nigma around. They don't need to kill heroes. They just need to stop them from being able to go back to base. Miracle is winning the fight, yes, but they're not being able to defend their mid lane until just now. Looks like GH is going to show up. ILTW eventually gets there. GH, it's got to be... Oh, Mo, no, Joe.
Oh! That's nasty. Yeah, you're falling behind 9k gold, but that was a hell of a side blade there from Miracle. It looks like kind of a suicide run, but if you look at the item build, I think that was intended. They realized that ultimately a Ravage can't start the fight, and somebody's just got to run in like a lunatic.
Yeah.
He runs in, pops the finger with the Aeon Disc. Miracle, careful.
Miracle going to be slowed down with a knife violation. This is bad. There is going to be the backing wall, but when he comes back out of the disruption, he's caught by an Ice Blast. Now he's dead, and Nigma, they got a trade-off. I'm not even going to say that last team fight was a win for them, but they got so much gold and so much experience for this one hero, then she gets the HP talent, or vice versa. Like at that point in time, the Spider, it's so hard to deal.
And Ember already at his 25 now with the double slight, so the damage output, even in the Chronosphere, it's gonna be nasty. And a BKB.
Shiva's added in, Fly.
A BKB on ILTW.
Yeah, seriously. I saw that earlier. I was just like, okay.
Let's see.
He knows what he needs anyway. Let's see if it actually works out for him. Is right now it's Fly who's causing all the problems. Finally he ravages, and he does manage to catch this Void. Can he bring him down? The terrorize bit by bit, and the damn seriously there. Oh, and he one-shots Kaka on the side. A 2-for-1 special for Miracle.
They might have JT.
He was supposed to be hitting buildings during these situations, but now he's been suckered into the team fight that IG has certainly lost, and JT is going to be in some trouble. ILTW, the Ice Blast, it didn't actually hit him. ILTW still dies, though. Emo is able to catch him up. JT, caught inside the trees, is going to fall as well. It's pretty much just Emo trying to carry through in these team fights now.
Oof, they really wanted the Ember. I mean,
the go for Roche.
That'd be huge. Emo has a BKB, should be okay here. He doesn't juke it.
Curse Crown, stun, Brambles. He's got BKB though, so he is going to be okay.
Looked like maybe the Ravage would not have been enough, but you said it, like the control. They had an immediate follow-up from GH with the fear. Fly just dies. Kaka died in a single side blade. Now they might have found Super.
Ghost Scepter dodges the meld hit, but I don't think... Okay, he turns around and Ice Blasts up GH, so if he is going to fall, he's going to make sure they takes GH with him. In fact, Kaka, who dies instead with 1,000 damage critical. Nemo keeping him control. Oh, what a nice vacuum, pulling him back up the hill and back into the clutches of Miracle, who holds him in tight, brings down the Ancient Apparition. Emo slips away, though, time and time again.
This is huge. This is actually huge. This is the Shard.
He does have Chronosphere. This is risky from IG.
They know there's a
ward. In a way, they may be throwing away their advantage by forcing this around. Terrorize going to be attempted BKB. Goes off from Emo. Tries to go for the kill onto GH. He only needs a couple of hits, and he will manage to get that one. Miracle turns around, returns fire. Ice Blast with the Chronosphere. He gets off the BKB, but is that going to be enough? He tries to pull him out of the Chronosphere as best as possible. Fly looking for it. He finally gets off the refraction. Miracle needs to be able to turn around and deal the damage to Fly, but he can't get out. He is just stuck, rooted to the spot, and Fly is going to be able to run down hero after hero. IG, they all in to be able to make sure that this Roshan fight would go their way, and the risk pays off.
That is something. I thought it wasn't up the quickening charm. That lower, I don't know if they expected it or not. I was like, how was Ember's BKB actually still active?
I think it was waiting for the Void to come out of Disruption or something, but yeah, it was a weird situation for sure.
The positioning from Curl there is really just just off. Like, he can't get caught in a Chronosphere on top of his TA. I understand. I think he's looking to make an aggressive purge, maybe help out the Ember, but how many spiders does this man have? They're going throne? They are?
I mean, there's still a tier 1 and a tier 2 up, so if they want to keep going, Throne is their best option at this point in time. Fly, poking at him, has the shard to be able to jump back whenever he needs to. As one tier 4 is about to fall, and those spiders, they've got to get rid of them.
Hey, is a refresher?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a...
Yeah.
Talk about confidence. Like,
yeah.
On an Ember Spirit, you just don't see this every day. He is just all in for the...
And here he goes. Off to the races already, going straight up for Kuro. He's going to try and deal with this defensive fine position right away, and he does easily kill him. The buyback, of course, coming out, but the two-man Chronosphere from Fly. They're trying to make sure... Oh, the vacuum back into the wall. That's going to stop the Chronosphere and all its effectiveness. Kaka's going for a desperate TP away. He's not going to make it out. The Aeon Disc doesn't last that long, but look at that. A dieback now for Kuro. As Fly, he's now showing that he is also a big carry. Sharding back. Oh, Rapid's going off just for them to be able to go back. Fly still has the Aegis, too. They're trying to deal with just life number 1 of the Faceless Void, and ILTW inside of his fountain. Never mind, Emo knows that exactly what's up. He is a big fan of OG, and he wants to farm heroes inside of the fountain. Unfortunately, he dies here. Doesn't have a buyback. JT with an eye to objectives will take the second tier 4.
Oh, they're gonna get Megas off this though with just the spiders.
They are.
Like
Spiders running out. ILTW, he can't stop it fast enough. The Anchor Smash just isn't up enough for him. Silence onto the Faceless Void. Nigma, if they want to be able to turn this game around in some sort of miracle play, they've got to be able to bring down Fly here and now and turn around against Megas, and it's not happening. Fly keeps his distance, goes back in, attempts to go for a kill on Mind Control before he slips away again and again with this time walk, with the shard. They are just constantly heads on a swivel, trying to look for Fly, but they're not going to be able to find him. The best they can get. Oh, Sideblades hit! They're so close. ILTW? Can he find him anywhere? He will not. They think he ran left, but his web is to the right. They should know. They should find him. JT, go. Mind Control. He's sticking on top. You're not going anywhere. I've got him. Finally, he falls, but the damage is already done, Kyle.
Indeed it is, and I guess we should have seen this coming, right? On the bubble bus ride over, Rich had his 90s emo playlist going, and so far, I've become an emo fan. Like, this is incredible. The man, yes, he dies in the fountain, but that's almost a badge of honor. Right? To end a game and your one death is inside the enemy fountain. I think if he had a remnant, and one more remnant, he used, I think, 11 in that fight.
For Seth? Kaka? Oh, Fly. He does end up dying here. IG are going to bleed away a few more kills, but they do have to constantly return back to their base, defend against Megas.
It's a fresh BKB. That's the right choice. Now all cores can just kind of freely
Minotaur
play that
Horde
game.
And this BKB, Nigma, they have to go for gusto here. They have to hit the vacuum ravage, all in damage, but Emo is going to make things chaotic, as you know he does. He's going to go for the backline, go for Kuro like he's done every single time. They do go on the left-hand side for Mind Control, and there goes your combo, Kyle. He doesn't have buyback. BKB, the second one. Refresher activated by Emo. They're going to use the Chronosphere to be able to catch down two. The Ravage goes up, but they've already used their magic immunity. ILTW, the Ravage doesn't do a damn thing, and Nigma is out of this game one. IG looking crisp and clean with the Brood Mother pick.
That was just special to watch. Like, I don't think either one of these teams was necessarily off a step. I just think that IG, Emo specifically, was on one. This is a big one. It's the wild card, you know. You need to do well from jump, and
every game matters.
Yes.
We keep highlighting that because every single one of these games may end up being the difference between you being top 2 or 3rd.
It's weird because typically in the majors, it feels like, you know, you build the crescendo and, oh, wait, hang on, big initiate.
Okay, big boy stomp from JT, but it's not enough to stop Emo, who just kind of wandered through the forest and ended up in the clutches of all of Nigma's heroes, and now they're going to lose Kaka as well. I mean, what a great start for Nigma. I mean, first blood, double kill, okay.
We take those.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's just this mid matchup. Holy crap, man. Miracle is getting the business, has the bottle, so he should be all right. I mean, he's just gonna spam bottle, you know, tick down, grab a water rune. He should be okay. Top.
First kill for IG.
Man, we see the Kaka Lion now for the second game in a row, but you know, the Earth Spirit, Tusk, Tiny meta, it's still there.
Yeah.
But the spellcasters, you know, we saw the Willow from last game. Some teams just prefer that style. Miracle getting a little aggressive onto Emo. Oh, nice shard.
Nice block in from GH. That was beautiful. The TP's going to be coming in from Super, but the heal is just not going to be enough. The Adaptive Shrike finishes him off. Miracle. He gets big revenge on Emo.
That's how you kill the DK specifically, and that's going to be their problem because Mind Control, you can see his net worth, massive, already treads 3 points in armor, and T-Bite.
Oh, a Dragonite that's actually going to kill a Spectre. I'm not expecting anything out of this one, but Fly. Thanks to the heal, thanks to the wand charges, he is going to be okay, but Mind Control is going to put some serious damage on this bottom tower with both the Dragon Form and Siege Wagon with a very healthy creep wave behind it.
And I gotta say, you know, hang on.
They're going to go for him here. Emo, he's going to be able to double nuke, and that should be the end of ILTW's laning phase here. I'm not sure if he wants to come back to top lane anymore. He doesn't have that same option of other heroes.
This is the move. The first smoke, they don't have finger, but this is the kill threat.
They're going to be able to take the tower. MC, can he run out of here in time? It's not going to happen. I don't think so. The dagger's going to slow him down. The first disable, and surely the magic damage is going to be enough. Turns around, does what damage he can. Meanwhile, Super is going to be chased down a bit. Miracle not able to get that kill though.
It'd be one thing if people were getting stuff done. GH, sure, you'll chase after the Centaur. ILTW is pushing top. Kuro is, he gets a deep ward off, but I really would have liked somebody down there with him to protect him.
Oh, wow. Nice turning into the Centaur to hit that stomp. JT, okay, they're going to pop the Spectre ultimate here and try and fight this one, but the Stampede doesn't actually let JT survive. Fly's going to be able to come in here with the remnants of that last bit of Stampede to be able to slow down Kuro. They get the nuke to be able to finish off GH. Deny. He gets it. Kuro, well played.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Emo gets the double kill by being able to pick up Miracle's killing spree on top of that.
Yeah, especially if you wanna show the morph mid too early. It makes sense. Hood picked up on Centaur, but this item on MC's key. He's got the blink. They want Emo. They need Emo.
Now, one of the downsides of having an SF is he is very squishy. Any leading disable combined with a bit of nukes, it's going to be able to be enough to kill him. And now they actually do have Super here behind the tier 1 tower.
Okay.
This is Nigma just running over the mid lane with all 5 heroes. And IG, they were not prepared. They weren't prepared at all. The stomp doesn't even land. Stampede, run. Kaka, no, he's not making it out. Stampede is not going to be able to save him from the teamwork that Nigma is bringing to the mid lane to make the dream work.
GH so close to picking off another one.
Oh, he takes the last hit on the Ancient.
They get bonus afterwards. An Ancient along with 2 more.
Are they strong enough to do this, Kyle?
It might be. It's risky. It's scanned. They know it.
It's a risky maneuver from Nigma, and the team fight from IG. They're prepared to fight this one. JT being a bit of the bait here on the front lines. The cold feet will keep him in place. Oh, finger of death. Attempted a kill from Kaka to Miracle, but Miracle was fast enough to be able to get a little bit of more strength off, protecting the haste rune. Emo. Yules, oh my goodness, Emo, this was so greedy. Snowball through is going to be able to hit JT as well. They aren't going to be able to slow down this Tusk enough that I think he is a freebie. His last double edge hit is going to be theirs, but still, this trade-off is certainly not going to be worth it, especially Miracle picks up more kills as Super. There's no tower there anymore, so there's nowhere to run to, and there's certainly nowhere to hide against a hasted Miracle.
Haunt was used, though. That was surprising, because now, as you can see, Nigma right into the pit. They don't have the Golem either, do they? I think there's still some time. Indeed, it is 45 seconds left, so they should know. Stampede's up. Very tanky Centaur, but I think you can force this if you're Nigma.
Is Haunt coming up soon? Initiation from Mind Control. They got Ice Blast. Nice 2-man impale into the stomp potentially. Is going to be able to catch some heroes. And Emo from the side managed to hit a nice Requiem. That's going to be taking out the support in ILTW. He just cannot get out of this upheaval. The damage is slowing him enough. And Fly can put in the work. And now looks like the Dragonite is going to be falling as well. The magic damage rips him apart. Nigma is just forcing this Roshan so hard.
He has a hood, a Vanguard, a chip vest, and brown boots, Cap. He walked in, and they opened on him. It's what he wants.
Yeah.
And it'll also allow him to provide his own target selection. He can get onto the back line, the Lion, the Warlock, maybe even the Spectre.
Hey, I mean, we said the entire danger of the Ursa in this lineup was going to be the SF 100 to 0ing him, right? And so he's got to make sure he can survive long enough to get off the Enraged. Super is very dead. And if IG isn't careful, there may be more members here, but Flyfly actually wants to fight this one. Another Finger of Death that does not get a kill. Kaka, he baits in maybe the more flank. They don't have to disable to stop this one. One raise, two raise. They don't even need the second one. They get the kill on the carry. It does cost them their 2 supports, though, as well as 2 of their ultimates.
You know, GH, he was not nearly in range to get a snowball off defensively because he got forced away. He's like, oh, I'm almost dead. I'm just lucky to survive. But meanwhile, that gives Emo the opportunity to just nearly one shot.
They're gonna jump in again. They've already killed GH, and at the same time, Mind Control thought maybe Emo is free here, but it couldn't be farther from the truth. Is able to make the TP out, our Ancient Apparition skedaddles.
Man, this IG lineup, you can see why they won the major. Again, they're playing a man down. This is their coach standing in, but they look polished.
Uh-oh.
Flyfly?
Flyfly, he does have the Aegis. He's going to be losing that first life, but the Fatal Bond's onto 3 with the Golem as well. If they can punch some damage out here, they can actually kill a bunch of these heroes, and Miracle just cannot get away. Once he waveforms in, the upheaval is a huge problem for them. I have not seen this one. I've seen more Echo Sabers of late, but not specifically on this hero.
It makes sense, right? The double
death delay hit, yeah, for like quick kills on supports is nice pick off on Emo for Nigma. I feel like Emo's got to protect his game a little bit more. He also, in a way, like stalled his own game by picking up this like Echo Saber into Manta. Like it's gonna be a slow buildup of damage for the Spectre. Smoke up, running into GH. GH blinks away and snowballs back to him. A nice smooth move from him that is going to ensure he trades 1 for 1 with Requiem on out. The magic damage isn't going to be enough. Miracle, he shrugs off those disables. He can manage to get off the Morph Strength. He's slowed down to a crawl, but at the same time, Emo, he's being pushed away by the Ice Blast and the Dragon Knight who is chasing him down. Miracle just barely waveforms away, well as Emo will tick out from the Ice Blast. The Stampede will not bail him out. Unlike Miracle, Emo will die in this engagement.
So we'll just use him as bait. If Nigma take it, they're gonna pop everything, drop the hammer. But the
Nigma,
if that tier 1 was dead,
big wraparound. They're gonna bypass JT entirely and go straight for the squishy backline. Be able to catch the 2 supports. That is exactly how to be able to play that. Instant buyback though. Coming out from IG, and yeah, both BKBs being used for that one means a fresh reinitiation. A Requiem off of the stomp, a beautiful combination that will certainly bring down Miracle. Maybe they can catch up to GH as well. They do have, if they can win this fight, be able to take Roshan and ILTW stuck up there on the high ground in the triangle. Neither one of those 2 heroes have buyback. Ultimately, Kyle, a sick move from Nigma, but IG, they were prepared. Wow. They had the money in the bank prepared for that rainy day.
That doesn't even matter because they allowed, like, we don't care. Both our supports died, but they traded the BKBs. They buy back, I think, the moment they see the BKBs are used.
JT actually losing a full heart there.
That's huge.
Oh, dear. Who picked that one off? It looks like Miracle.
They smoke, they control the area, they smoke out in their vision. Ooh.
They say, okay, they got that courier, but that means they're down here. We can find these heroes. They're going to pop the Stampede. Catching immediately. The Ursa safe on a snowball. He's going to be able to get away. And now it's Kako who dies instead. A Golem drops onto 3, and it looks pretty good. There goes the Spectre ultimate, but nobody's immediately dying. Nigma is beginning their retreat. Looks like GH is going to be the one left behind. 4 for 4. But a stomp in from JT. Make sure the Ancient Apparition now dies. A buyback coming out from the 2 supports of Nigma. This time it's their turn to be saying, you're fighting on our side of the map. Our buybacks are good enough. They need to be able to catch more, but they didn't get anybody else. Smart TPs from IG, making sure that a lost team fight doesn't entirely bleed them out. And there are very few instant disables that they have on Nigma.
And the bigger key is it now makes even more pressure onto GH.
Yes.
Snowball save, suddenly, you've got less than a second, GH. You've got to be masterful.
Hex initiation, immediately the snowball goes off of the BKB, and there's the Requiem. It catches ILTW in a finger, puts him in the dirt. Nigma still are able to fight this out with 4, but Flyfly's on top of them with the Scotty, and they cannot turn around and fight him. He is too tanky.
Link.
trying to catch up. Fortunately, a blink away from GH will get him out of here.
There's a chance maybe they give it to the Centaur. There's a lot of good options, but I think Fly, yeah, he claims everything for himself.
It's all mine. Super, by the way, positioned way up here. Right where JT is. That's what he was doing during the Roshan pit. He was making sure Nigma, no chance of being able to interrupt that Roshan. There goes the Shadow Step. Doesn't actually commit his hero to it just yet. ILTW forced out to enrage, and that means Nigma can no longer really fight. Oh, maybe they can. They're going to try. Oh, no. Miracle caught. No chance. And the snowball is just a moment too late. Now Mind Control pops his BKB to be able to dodge the stomp, but without the damage of Miracle, they're going to have to hold out until he's back into the fight, but Mind Control is dead. They do trade out their Centaur. Tanky 3 for Tanky 3, but Fly pushes forward, sees ILTW. He's got the Aegis. He's got the cheese. He can go in deep here, and he will keep his pace going. Trying to catch up. ILTW with the attempted TP away inside of his own base, but a Hex stops it. Fortunately, ILTW still able to make it out, but at the same time, the rest of his team followed in Fly so deep, too deep in fact, as now they're going to be losing Kaka, now they're going to be losing Emo, and a disaster IG. They were too full of themselves. They thought, surely this fight is ours, and they all follow Fly and they march to their death.
The blink soon on ILTW, that'll help them. Butterfly certainly will. Neither the Shadow Fiend nor the Spectre is a natural MKB buyer, so but really, has it been the physical threat for Miracle? No, it's been the stun lock, the AoE control. Not JT, guys. Not JT.
Not JT, but okay, they're gonna run past him, manage to catch Kaka. That's exactly what we needed to be able to see. Miracle turning into the Spectre here to throw out a dagger to try and keep track of some of these heroes. Emo's a little bit far away right now. Fly slowed down, is going to be able to mantle off the cold feet. They're going to go for Super turns around, drops the golem, but he's already dead. Emo pops out with the Requiem, but Mike already popped his BKB with the Ice Blast on top of JT as well as Emo. Snowball catching up. It's going to be able to finish him off. JT falls. Emo, he's not able to blink away just yet. Arcane Blink, he's got a Yules as well. Flicker and blink. Is he good? Is he out? GH spots him. What?
Wow. GH, the story of this game for him is just a quarter second too slow.
There's a smoke up now from Nigma. They're going to move. This is the same move they did last time around. We saw around the Roshan pit. They've got the vision on the high ground, and they're going to run into the IG heroes, but IG is also routing them at the same time. Spectral, and the sun goes in the golem, and then just Nigma is wiped the floor with, and Kuro is going to be chased down on top of the death already from ILTW. And I mean, that was just, it was over in an instant, Kyle.
They had vision, Cap.
They had vision, but IG jumped first.
2 seconds. Maybe they're on the high ground. Maybe they break the smoke with the vision advantage. Instead, it's IG down the lanes.
Yeah, if they're on the high ground, they spot them on the low ground. Maybe they catch, you know, like they jump first. They don't let the Centaur jump. They don't let the golem get dropped. JT Stormcrafters himself for a moment, but look at Fly all the way to the back lines with a double Requiem. Okay, all right. They know Mind Control, like, if you guys don't have everybody, Mind Control, no buyback. It's a dieback for him. We're just gonna end the game.
No buyback Kuro either. They just exploded the two. They bought back, and I don't think they expected that.
No.
How do you expect that?
Well, snowball away, but at this point, Nigma, they don't really have a whole lot left here. Oh, ILTW actually killed Emo. And he doesn't have buyback either. Is it? Okay. Can they actually hold this out for a while?
We've seen them come back from I mean, wait, outside.
Oh, okay, he's killing Kaka as well. ILTW is turning this game around. He's killed the two supports. Fly, they're going to go for GH and try and deal with him, but this game has been stalled out. They're not going to be able to go for the throne anymore. Abyssal Blade, ILTW turning around with the in-range, doing a lot of damage to JT. If he can kill him as well, it'd be a life well spent as he is stalled up enough for Miracle to get alive, but now it's Miracle alone against these two. IG, no longer working on the tier 4s, are going to go instead and try and play a slower game. Go for the mid lane of Barracks.
Hey,
ILTW may have just bought them a second life on JT. Stormcrafters it! point blank rage, dodging a huge amount of damage from Miracle, as well as the Ice Blast explosion, and he's able to get away. Emo, with his flashy plays, will single-handedly carry games sometimes, and then Fly, just a rock-solid carry who, in these other games, will be exactly what you need. He picks up the Aghanims again, tapping away at that tier 3 tower. Nigma trying to figure out a way they can make some sort of jump forward, and Miracle actually turning into a Spectre here to shadow step onto one of the supports, thinking, okay, maybe I can poke at him, maybe I can get a fast execution, but ultimately, nothing doing. He's gonna be able to jump in. GH does manage to get the snowball at the same time. Emo went back in, but they actually caught him. BKB double Requiem, but they managed to get off their BKBs. Miracle's after him, but the last bit of fear catches him on the edge. Out, ILTW, he may be dead, but Miracle's still alive. He needs to be able to get back to the fountain though. Kaka looking to be able to chase him down. Jump forward from Fly. He's shadow stepping forward. Managed to get it back. That's enough. Fort buyback is going to be forced, but a stomp immediately from JT inside of the fountain of all things. Fly ripping into GH. He's not going to let him get up the steps. He will die on the stairs of the Nigma base. IG looking to be able to get their first full series win here against Nigma.
Fly, what a beast. We talked about the lack of counter to the butterfly. That's what the Bloodthorn's for, but it's also incredibly effective at killing off GH, who has no real mechanic to save himself.
Now a refresher for the Spectre as well. Double jump, there it is. The arcane blink from a Centaur, getting Miracle dead for 2 minutes, and Mind Control. His only hope here is that the throne explodes before he does, but that's not the case. IG will take this series, very long series at that, 2-0.
Man, long series, long day, but just damn good. I thought they'd lose a step.
Yeah. Oh, seriously. A stand-in already qualified for TI. Like, seriously, you don't need to try that hard, but...
No.